Hey guys, welcome to episode 2 of my dream home life renovation. We have a lot of updates that have taken place, so let me take you through everything that's been happening since demolition started. Come on in. Okay, so we're in the entrance right now, and if you may be able to notice, something is different, i.e. the screen that I loved so much. Upon closer inspection, I realized it's made out of plastic, and it's just not the vibes for what this entire place is going to look like once it's completed. So we've removed the screen and patched the wall. I'm not sure what to do about the tin roof ceiling. I do love the detail, but I just don't think that it's gonna be salvageable. So I'm most probably gonna change that into something a little more simple. We've also started patching for paint in this area, and we've done the chasing for the electrical as well. So a lot of changes. We've actually done the changes, the electrical changes in the entire house, but you'll obviously see that as you go through each room. But all the progress is super exciting because it makes me feel like, okay, we're gonna reach the end in a good amount of time, because we actually don't have a lot of time to get into this place. Our lease is ending where we are, okay? Ow! Okay, so as you can tell, I'm bumping into poles. I'm not super familiar with the layout yet. I'm just getting it. But the living area is quite a mess. I still don't know what to do with this table. The thing is about this long table that's in the living area is that the actual wood was taken from the trusses of the roof of the house back when the previous owner first acquired the property. So it has it's linked to basically the history of the house, but it's just too long. It's about 5-6 meters long, and it's just not my aesthetic at all. But as you can tell, all the electrical stuff, the previous electrical fixtures rather, are all on the table because they've been removed. And we're making space for all the down lights. Most of the house is gonna be lit up with down lights because we want it to be nice and bright. And then we'll layer the lighting with then mood lights, like in different layers of the space. But the main overhead lighting is gonna be down lights. And so yeah, that has all been removed. Have a look, guys. Kitchen is completely gone. How is that even possible? The kitchen is out. This is the one thing I'm so super excited about. The fact that that kitchen is gone. You guys should have seen the dirt that was behind the actual cabinets. Actually, I took a video with my phone as well, just in the process of the demolition, and we'll insert a clip of that as well so you can see all the rubbish that was right behind the cabinets, all the dust. It probably would have made my baby so sick and made us so sick as well. But we've started with doing the plumbing for the kitchen. We've also started working on the repairing of the wall, where we're waterproofing the entire wall and chasing all the electrical stuff as well, just to make sure that everything is compliant, because that's another thing. When we got the house, as much as we got an electrical compliance certificate, we realized that a lot of things were just not compliant. So yeah, we've also gutted the pantry. And yeah, just super excited with the progress right now. Let's check out the rest of the space. Guys, so before we continue with this update on the demolition, I have to talk about my taps. This is a St. James bath mixer. If you know anything about St. James, you know the quality, and you also know how damn expensive it is. But luckily we found this on Facebook Marketplace, because you guys know I'm the queen of Facebook Marketplace. And it was originally silver, it was originally chrome. I changed it and got it electroplated to a gold color. And I think it looks absolutely gorgeous. It's gonna be so beautiful with the bathtub that we've chosen. So yeah, I really love that. But that wasn't the only thing. We also got the shower arm and the rose as well. This is about 8 inches, if I'm not mistaken, but it's so big and it's gonna look so beautiful in the guest bathroom. It is also part of the St. James collection. And then the last item is a bath filler. So this is a chrome instead of the brass that we're doing in the main bathroom. The chrome we are doing in the guest bathroom, and it's just gonna be so beautiful, especially with that clawfoot bathtub that we've selected for the guest bathroom. So yeah, I'm super excited about these. If you guys are looking to make affordable options, I would highly suggest thrifting, whether it's online or going to specific thrift stores. Yeah, you save so much money and you get really beautiful, special, one-of-a-kind items. Okay guys, so this is the main in-suite area, and they've started working on the floors as well as the electrical and the plumbing. A lot of changes, but it's looking really good. This is the bathtub that's gonna go in the guest bathroom, but they're keeping it here right now for safe storage. But yeah, and our bed was delivered. It got delivered quite early. So it's gonna be so beautiful. It's a beautiful chocolate velvety color fabric and super low, so it's going to be super comfortable. Then, as I explained before, we're going to have 2 pendants hanging on each side, low side tables. Just going to be so like vibes, very earthy, very rich, very beautiful, you know. And then obviously getting into the main bathroom, everything has been renovated here. I mean, everything is out, all the fixtures are out. We're waiting on the Victorian bathrooms taps. The bathtub has been delivered. It arrived in an entire crate, and I'm super excited to see it in the space. But the shower, they've built out the bench with bricks. They've done the floor, they've done the waste drainage for the shower as well, and they've chased for the plumbing where the fixture is gonna go. That horrible bathtub that was here is completely out. The 2 basins are also out. And obviously we're gonna clad this with a beautiful stone. We're not cladding the shower anymore because I was just feeling like, okay, maybe it's too much of that super bold tile. So we're just gonna do the shower bench, and the rest of it is gonna be in a beautiful like semcrete but matte. So that's what's happening in the shower. Toilet is obviously out as well, and I can finally like walk into the space because there was no way, okay. But yeah, oh, and the electrical has been done here as well. So I see the downlights have been installed. We wanted to do white downlights here, and we've done a shaving plug because at our current place, whenever I want to hair dry my hair, I have to take an entire electric cable, connect it to my hair so that I have length, you know? And then it's a hassle. I just wanted to be able to be in my bathtub, plug in my hairdryer, plug in anything, and make it easy. There's a plug in there, which is really far for the hairdryer, but we just chased in the wall for another socket for just like a shaving plug that I can plug my straightener in as well. So this is gonna be gorgeous. This is where I'm gonna become beautiful. Not that I'm not already. Okay, so come on through to the guest bedrooms and guest bathroom. We have a lot of changes this side as well. Let's start with what is going to be our baby's room. So they've started basically painting on the wall or repair work that they're doing, so patchwork and all of that. And then they're first going to do the white paint, and then we're going to change it to basically like pink and white stripes. It's going to look absolutely gorgeous. I'm currently getting a neon sign of her name, which we're not going to share, but I don't know how I'm going to do the reveal without sharing her name. But yeah, we're going to do a neon sign with her name that's going to be pink, that's going to live here. And then obviously the cupboards are in good condition here. They're solid wood, which I was really happy about. And they were originally created for a baby's room. So the hanging is at the bottom, which is perfect for the length of her clothes. And it's just a really beautiful, snug room. In this room, we're also doing downlights as well. I'm going to remove this bigger light fixture, and we're just going to do 4 downlights, and then we'll do mood lighting with like just special items and lamps. just to create a really warm atmosphere for her. But otherwise, I'm really loving how it's looking. It's also looking so much brighter than what it was before, because there was like chalkboard paint on this wall and there was a really dark curtain in this room. So it just, you couldn't really imagine what it was gonna look like if you didn't have the eye for interior design. But yeah, really loving how this room is coming together. And then this is the guest bedroom. So before, there was laminate flooring in this guest bedroom. It was not in good condition at all. And we've stripped that out completely. We're gonna do Semcrete. It's gonna be white Semcrete floors, or rather epoxy floors. We're also going to do a lot of painting in this room as well. It's quite a dark room. The cabinets I've had removed because they were just not in good condition. And I'm not sure about keeping these shutters. I feel like shutters just make a house look a little more dated than it has to be. And I really want to bring a lot of brightness into this room, especially throughout the day. And I just think shutters are just bulky for no reason. So I'm not a huge fan. Might sell those on Facebook Marketplace, okay? But yeah, I really love how this room is coming together. But the biggest transformation in this space are the next two rooms I'm gonna show you guys. Let's head off to the guest bathroom. The guest bathroom that we are renovating. Okay guys, this is the biggest transformation, maybe in the entire house, okay? There was a big screen here. It was an industrial looking screen, similar to the screen that was in the entryway as well, but just bigger. And then there was an opening here with a wonky little looking door. So we removed all of that. We've bricked up the entire area where the screen was and just created an opening for a door with proper wooden frame. And this bathroom is completely getting reconstructed. Let's go on in so you see the state that it's really in. Okay, a lot is happening here. Firstly, there was a tub in this area, as you can tell, and the tub was an inset tub. The area that I'm standing in right now was a walk-in shower. But how it went is you walk into the shower and then the tub is there. But in order to fill the tub, there was a hose pipe that was connected to the plumbing in the shower. And then you use the hose pipe and there was a window here and you go through the window into the bathtub to fill up the bathtub. It was an entire process, which we're gonna insert pictures of so you have an idea. But then there was an entire sink here, like a trowel sink. And yeah, it was just a mess. So we're gonna really make this bathroom super Victorian, very classy, very elegant. This is gonna be my baby's bathroom. So as much as I wanna make it elegant and super cute, I also want it to be baby friendly or growing baby friendly, and it's going to be a place that guests use, especially since the other guest bathroom we're not renovating at the moment. We still are planning what we're going to do with it. So yeah, there's a lot going on here. There's a lot of changes. It's going to be a walk-in shower with that gorgeous shower rose from St. James and a clawfoot bath tub, as well as that gorgeous chrome bath filler. And then I'm still trying to figure out what I should do for the vanity area. Now, two options, and comment down below and let me know which you think I should go for. The first is a shelf that's then showing the pipe underneath, obviously in its compartment, not the actual pipe. And then the second option is having a cabinet with drawers. Now I like the cabinet with drawers because obviously extra storage, but if I do the shelf, I was thinking of doing a cabinet, a mirror cabinet, then it's gonna provide that storage for bath products, lotions, whatever. So yeah, those are my two options. Let me know what you think would be better. Okay guys, so this brings us to the third bedroom, the second guest bedroom that we are gonna possibly change into a home cinema, which is gonna be really cozy and snug, super cute, but we are gonna make this place quite dark. Yeah, so there was a major problem here. and we weren't gonna know what the problem was until we really got into the home, which was termite damage. There was an entire cabinet area here. Of course, you can see that we've removed the cabinet area and just left a bit of the cupboard that was not affected because it is solid wood, so it's good to keep. But the entire cabinet that spanned this corner was covered in termite damage. And all of the skirting that was in this area was completely covered with termite damage. So as soon as we got into this place, our first action point was to get a pesticide company in that was really gonna make sure that there isn't gonna be any termites in this home at all. And they basically went through the entire home, dug into the foundation of the house every meter, and sprayed into the foundation of the house whatever chemical that they sprayed to make sure that the termites are no more. Okay. And so yeah, I'm really excited to have fun with this space because it is going to be the other room that is not like the rest of it's not going to be a traditional bedroom. It's going to have that huge sofa of mine that we might reupholster into a yummy velvet, and yeah, it's gonna be dark and moody and just like a nice place to hang out, possibly a playroom as well. So a lot happening in this room. Let's go outside though, because oh my god, the pool, you have to see that, okay? If you couldn't tell already, you can probably tell now that I'm super excited about the transformation for the pool, especially because it's summertime. It is looking so good. All of that yuck is completely gone and it is just a dream. I absolutely love it. We changed the tile in this area. It was blue. We wanted originally to go for a white tile, which we just couldn't find. So we ended up going with gray and we got it painted as well. It is looking so good. The water feels amazing and I cannot wait to just spend long, lengthy summer days out here with my family, have pool parties, have a great time. And yeah, if I could take a dunk right now, I would, but I don't want to mess up my makeup, okay? I have other things to shoot. I have a renovation series to record. But yeah, as you can see, if you look this way, I don't know if you guys remember from the first episode, but there were 3 sheds that were here, and we've basically removed the sheds. We've moved them to the corner of the garden because we've kept 2 because we want to keep them for storage, especially because we have nowhere else to store all the tools while the renovation is taking place. But eventually we'll get rid of the one. However, the amount of space that it just gives you from just moving those 3 sheds is completely unreal. It is beautiful, and yeah, I'm just super excited to see what this place is going to transform into. As you can tell, I mean, it's hot, but I'm already making myself super at home. And yeah, like it's looking really good. I cannot wait for the rest of the place to just be painted, be beautiful, be cleaned up. It's going to be so gorgeous. And I guess I'll see you guys in the next episode. It's gonna be a good time. If this is anything to go by, it's gonna be an amazing time. But yeah, the plan is coming together. The budget is also coming together, although like managing that is another skill on its own. But yeah, I'm super excited. I'll see you guys in the next one.